If you're anything like me, you love recording music on your own at home. You're not paying per hour, and you get to experiment and do as many takes as you want or need. The one problem with it is that you also have to be a mixing engineer and a producer and maybe even a mastering engineer. Having to do all this technical stuff when you're working on music can take you out of the creative mindset, and so I'm always looking for ways to minimize tooling around with these kinds of details. To that end, sometimes when I pick plugins and software, it's because of great presets packaged with them rather than for all the features that the software offers. And today we're going to take a look at one piece of software that solves a huge problem with one single preset, and that is how to make sure my track is mastered correctly for Spotify. And welcome to Music with Marky. Okay, as I said, this video is going to be quite short. We're focusing on one plugin that you use when mastering your music and effectively ensure that you are setting the levels correctly for Spotify. Let's switch to my studio desk and pull up a song and the master bus so we can have a look. Okay, we're in the studio now. I have Reaper loaded up, and I'm going to show you my master bus that I use. But we're going to be focusing on the one plugin in a moment here, which is the focus of this video, but I want you to see the entire master bus that I'm using. So I start off with this one thing from Tone Boosters, Barricade. I'm just using a preset. As I said, I use presets as much as I can. I find the ones I like, and then I just tweak a little bit from there. But with the master bus here, I've done very little tweaking. This first preset is Barricade. It's a tape compression. It adds a little bit of warmth to the mix I've found. I've got an SSL compressor here as well. I'm using the preset CLA Finalizer. It's over here. It's a Chris Lord Algae. It just crunches the mix just a little bit and makes it very nice. Then one of my big go-to presets, and I'm going to do it on and off with this thing so you can see it, is this plugin, Easy Mix, and I'm using the mastering preset Metal Masher. I mess with these two knobs. There's a very simple plugin with the two knobs. It's called Mash and EQ. I'm going to play it here so you can see what that does. Okay, so that's a very large part of my chain on a rock and hard rock song. And this tune, by the way, is just a collab tune I did with Bill Lau, and it's on my channel if you want to check it out. In any case, a lot of the glue, the little bit of saturation and EQing is from that one plugin. And then the final thing, the part that is going to make this Spotify or not Spotify or whatever service you're using, was something that I struggled with trying to get exactly the right levels. Now, previously, my original chain, I used this mastering limiter from Weiss, which is fantastic, but I don't have a preset in here that tells me whether it's for one service or another. I have to kind of learn what the service wants and make sure I match it to it. You're going to see that the last chunk of volume we get out of the mix and really pushing it to the edge is this mastering limiting plugin, and we will just play the song again and I'll flip it on and off. Okay, now I like that quite a lot, but it's not mastered for Spotify, and I found that when I went over to Spotify with songs, they would sound a bit different when Spotify took them and posted them for me, which is fine. They're kind of re-leveling it themselves for their own format. But then when I'm mixing, I want to be able to know what it's going to sound like beforehand, so I make the adjustments I need, and I'm not surprised about them when I hear them on Spotify and find out that maybe something isn't exactly mixed right based on that kind of leveling. So this is where we go to the plugin that I'm recommending and that this video is about. This product here by Sonible Smart Limit, it has a lot of great features, and there's plenty of videos out there about all the features. I'm just going to pull up the one preset and make this really easy, and you can see that it has these presets in here. I choose metal from the list because this is mostly a metal song. I like that these are classified simply by styles. It makes it so easy. And then over here on the right, you can see as far as the levels are concerned, you can mix it for all these streaming services and broadcast services, and they have it already figured out for what it is that service is looking for. And I have it set for Spotify. It's going to be a little less loud than what we had before. Now, the one thing it has to do is learn from the track before you actually use it. So I'm going to hit this little record button over here, and I'm going to play enough of the track so it learns. And you hear it jumped up there in volume, and it is now mastered as far as the loudness goes for Spotify. So again, trying to make everything I'm doing as far as workflow as simple as possible, use presets and maybe just tweak them a little bit, made by people who have done all of this before. Let's not reinvent the wheel. Let's learn from the smart people that came before us. So simple, right? It almost feels like I cheated making a video where I didn't go through presets and settings and everything, but I'm just being honest with you here and letting you know that you can do some great work with presets rather than messing around with knobs for hours and hours. And also, I feel I should mention, I didn't get any kind of special promo of this software or anything. They just gave me the basic free demo that everybody else gets, and I'll be purchasing it because I like it that much. So anyway, if you have any other questions on mixing, mastering, that kind of thing, please leave them in the comments below. I get back to everyone as soon as I can. And until next time, guys, keep making great music. Hey friends, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. It makes the whole world better.